I want to just show up for me, even though I barely have anything to give. And this is also an attempt for me to bounce back. Don't go from 0 to 1,000. Literally, any amount that you have to give it. Just do something.
So if you are having trouble showing up for yourself in any capacity, in any aspect of your life, because you might not have that much to give, this is a video for you. Don't judge me. Kobe. Hey you guys. I'm sorry. Please excuse my appearance. I know I look 50 shades of crazy right now, and it's because I am sick as a dog. Well, let me not speak that into existence. I have been sick as a dog, and the last few days I've been fighting back. I've been fighting for my life, and I'm very confident that by tomorrow I will be feeling a lot better. However, I was not in any capacity to get up and film for y'all. I'm not even gonna lie. Old me would have just been like, you know what, I gotta do something, and I would have just forced myself to stretch myself thin, and I would have given y'all probably some BS that y'all didn't deserve. I wasn't going to deliver the quality of content that I usually do because I do not feel good. So I went and I looked at my old videos, because sometimes I do go and watch my old videos for motivation. Believe it or not, I give some pretty great advice here on the internet. I provide some pretty great advice, and I actually stumbled upon a video where I was bouncing back from a cold, and the video was so insightful, and I just really had to toot my own horn and pat my own back, because I was like, dang, I'm really providing some gems in this video, and it was so timely that I just stumbled upon it. But the premise of it essentially was how to show up for yourself when you have absolutely nothing to give. Like, not trying to bend over backwards and stretch yourself. Excuse me, y'all. Oh my gosh, y'all, I hate her. Take two. Not trying to stretch yourself thin or bend over backwards and wear yourself out, but rather meeting yourself where you're at and just showing up despite having absolutely nothing to give. Like, what do you do? How do you show up when you are at zero zip zilch? Like, your energy is barely there for you, let alone your job, your family, your loved ones, whomever it is else that you need to show up for. How do you even, how? And at a time when I was feeling that OD, I happened to stumble across that video, and it was really, really helpful. It motivated me and inspired me to not only get back to it and bounce back like nothing ever happened once I'm feeling up to it, but it also encouraged me to rest. It encouraged me to take my time, and it reminded me that just because you're having an off week, an off day or two, does not mean that all of your goals are just going to go into reverse and you're going to undo all the work that you've done thus far. And that's really where I've been at mentally, just trying to convince myself, like, okay, I'm not going to get big bag just because I haven't been to the gym in a few days, but me not going to the gym is it's gnawing at my skull. It's gnawing at my skull. But watching my own video back definitely helped to recenter myself, bring me back to reality, and encourage me to get back to it at my own pace that's going to make sense for where I'm at right now. So with that in mind, I just decided, if I'm sitting here getting quality advice and inspiration from an old video of mine, why don't I share it with you guys? Because it's still very insightful. It's still very inspirational and motivational, in my opinion. It encouraged me a whole lot. So I'm gonna share it with you guys. Okay, because why not? So if you are having trouble showing up for yourself in any capacity, in any aspect of your life, because you might not have that much to give, this is a video for you. However, I do want to preface that that video was filmed actually the last time that I was sick. I feel like I have not been sick since it was cold outside. This video was filmed in January, so you see me putting a coat on and gloves and stuff. And I'm also in my old apartment, so don't be hitting the comments and being like, girl, why is you wearing a coat in the summertime? Like, what, you got carpet? Like, no, it's literally my old apartment. It's in January, but all of the feelings and the tips are relevant to me at this very moment, and can be relevant to you at any time that you feel like you need help showing up when you don't have anything to give. So with that in mind, I really hope that you guys enjoy this video, and before we get into it, I'll just briefly introduce myself. Hi, My name is Bree. I create a lot of content all surrounding self-development, self-improvement, lifestyle, and health and wellness. If that is your jam, do me a favor and like, comment, and subscribe. I promise you will leave this channel motivated or more encouraged, more inspired than you were when you stopped by to begin with. And for those who are reoccurring, y'all already know the vibes. I will see y'all in the next video. It will be a Bombshell Diaries episode, and we will be getting all into the nitty gritty of how I'm going to be bouncing back from this cold like never before. I'm not even going to bounce back to where I was. I'm going to bounce forward. I'm going to surpass where I was at, and we're going to start a very, very exciting journey in the next episode. So please make sure that you are staying tuned, because it's going to be 6 weeks to my birthday, and you know I don't play about that, okay? I'm ready to get into it, and I did not mean to talk to y'all for this long, okay? So just enjoy the video. Love y'all. See y'all next time.
Long as you got your eyes, got your trippy on them private jets, taking trips. Come back at 6, wake me and your child, and then won't lay today. Make me wonder who you might have been playing with. Makes me wonder who you think you're playing with. I'm gonna tell myself to keep playing this record back over and over again. Swear that you changed, but I noticed the end. I want you on scene. Think you know your girl's so funny to me. That's why you didn't got left by one at a time. Got tired of your shit, you almost lost your mind. Long stay, call your name. You'll continue to try to play these games. Leave your family in the cold and rain. And I don't think you'll ever change your ways. Cause our house is not a home where no one's there. So alone, no one's there. Should I move on since no one's here? You know what you got is good, that's why you refuse to let me walk out to life. You refuse to match up with my vibe. Keep wasting my time.
Alexa, turn the alarm off.
I want you on scene. Think you know your girl's so funny to me. That's why you didn't got left by one at a time. Got tired of your shit, you almost lost your mind. Long stay, call your name. You'll continue to try to play these games. Leave your family in the cold and rain. And I don't think you'll ever change your ways. Cause our house is not a home where no one's there. So alone, no one's there. Should I move on since no one's here? You know what you got is good, that's why you refuse to let me walk out to life. You refuse to match up with my vibe. You know what you got is good, that's why you refuse to let me walk out to life.
Good morning and welcome to my channel. I'm not sure that you're watching this in the morning, but for whenever you are watching it, hi. Without further ado, welcome to my 6 a.m. morning routine. Now, this is not your average 6 a.m. morning routine because I have done significant things to try to spice it up. It is currently 9:24 and my goal was to get to my desk by 9:30, so I feel like I'm making good progress. I'm not about to do any crazy makeup or anything like that, but this is not your average 6 a.m. morning routine because I am coming back from a cold. I have been suffering the last 2 days. I haven't been able to do much at all. It wasn't terrible, to be honest. However, my boyfriend was desperately ill the last couple of days, and I've been trying to be girlfriend of the year and take care of him, and it's just gotten me sick. Yes, I have a boyfriend. You guys are in my business and it's really crazy. Like, if you want to talk about it, we can talk about it in a different video, but not today, okay? Look at me, just trying to do stuff. This is also because I only have one flexi rod, and if someone stole my flexi rods, like, Please give them back. But anyway, with that being said, this video is more so not just me doing a 6 a.m. morning routine like for my average work from home day-to-day vibe, but it's also for me to try to bounce back. The thought process in going into this video was, let me just show up for my channel and show up for myself even when I have barely anything to give. Oh my gosh, stop it. I love this robe. I cannot. You see? I'm not gonna claim that the rest of the day is gonna go like that. I'm not gonna claim that in the name of Jesus. But essentially, I told myself that I want to just show up for y'all and show up for me, even though I barely have anything to give. And this is also an attempt for me to bounce back. I feel like when you are sick, especially, but it's not always applicable when you're sick. There's also times where you just don't have any energy. The times where you are just fighting for your life and you're like, bro, I've slacked off of my goals for the last couple of days and you're trying to get back into it, but that bounce back can be tough. So I'm hoping that in this 6 a.m. morning routine, you guys have seen a little bit of things that can help you to bounce back. So far, what has helped me has been, one, taking my time in the morning. So even though I haven't been waking up early the last couple of days, and today was the first day that I had done it in 2 days, it wasn't too difficult. Today, I woke up at 6 a.m. I actually woke up a little bit before that. Primarily, I just suggest prioritizing your sleep. When you're trying to bounce back, make sure that you get adequate rest. I mean that thoroughly, and I think that it has helped me greatly in, one, like getting back to myself following this cold, and two, being able to have a fulfilling morning. I took my time stretching this morning. I don't typically do that. Sometimes I think when you're trying to bounce back and you're trying to wake up early, we have the tendency to just shoot up, or we get up and we check our phones for a while. I did check my phone for a little bit, I ain't gonna lie, but I just had I woke up to some notifications, so I just checked them. Nothing crazy. I didn't go on like social media. That's how I was at the gym. But I definitely don't suggest either shooting up, one, getting up too fast, and I don't suggest hopping on your phone for a really long time. Taking my time and stretching in bed was nice and relaxing, allowing my smart lights to come on in the morning, waking up when they got up, not trying to wake up at the crack, but just doing what I can, taking my time, stretching, breathing. I also made some tea this morning. Well, sometimes I make tea, sometimes I don't, but my throat has been bothering me, so I wanted to make sure that I was able to drink some tea before going to the gym, and that was nice. Having my time with the Lord this morning, also journaling before going to the gym was nice as well. I think just taking my time has been really helpful, and I suggest that if you're trying to bounce back, don't force yourself to go from 0 to 100. I think when you do so gradually, it can be a lot more effective in getting you back into the swing of things. You guys saw that I went to the gym. A lot of people were like, what, you was sick and then you went to the gym? If I can breathe, sound a little crazy, hold on. Okay. If I can breathe, I can go to the gym. Now, did I go crazy? Did I do a full body workout? Did I go ham? No. I kindly just did the Stairmaster. And I only did that for 26 minutes. It seemed like I was at the gym longer, and that's because I dropped my camera and I thought I broke it, and it took me forever to like fix it. I was sitting playing on the camera for so long. I was like, oh my gosh, like, is my life about to end? Like, did I just break my camera? But now I had to just turn it off and turn it back on. It was really, really silly, but but yeah, all I did was the Stairmaster, and that's okay. Even if the weather was good, I wouldn't have even went to the gym. I would have just walked outside, but it's been a humble 30-something degrees in the morning times here in Georgia, so no, I wasn't playing with that. I just took my butt to the gym and did some walking, burned some calories, doing what I can. Don't go from 0 to 1,000. Literally anything that you can do, any amount that you have to give it. Just do something. Now it is 9:32 and I'm going to put on my clothes and hit my desk and get to work. Another thing that has been helpful has been to kind of romanticize my morning and get cute a little bit. Like, I don't have anywhere to go. I'm gonna run errands in a little bit, but after I get some work done, obviously. So me just putting on lashes and attempting to fix my hair lately, especially because I've been sick, but like, look how cute I look. And I did nothing. I put on eyelashes, a little bit of like tinted moisturizer foundation situation and some blush. I didn't even put on no powder, barely any concealer, and she looks so cute. I think I'm gonna put a flexi rod on this side just while I'm working, but I feel like getting cute has made me feel better. No, but quite actually, even though I have nowhere to go, I think that when you're trying to get yourself back to life, it helps you if you look like you're trying to get back to something. I've stressed this in other videos and I'll continue to say it because I am preaching to myself. Quite literally, while I've been in this grind mode, I haven't been prioritizing how I look, and then when I got sick, it went even further down the drain. I'm like, bro, I'm over this sewing, I'm ready to take it out. Yeah, no, I've just been like looking bummy and feeling bummy. So I've told myself, like, yes, if I want to no longer be sick, sometimes being sick is like a mental thing, like a state of mind situation. Yeah, you can feel it, but if you like tell yourself, I'm not sick, I'm healthy, like you actually try to do things and you make yourself look like something and you don't fall into the brain fog that is being sick, you can actually start to feel better. And I know this because I used to get sick so much in school, like in my younger years especially, and even in college. However, that never stopped me from going out and having a good time. I used to literally, I'm not even gonna say that because that's bad. I don't wanna put it this way, I used to never let being sick stop me, and that's because I was dedicated to having a good time, and eventually you get over it. So if I'm dedicated, if I could do it back then, no, I'm not going to the club or anything, but if I can make myself feel better to be outside in the streets, I can make myself feel better just to show up for myself. So I've committed myself to doing that, not only getting cute but also romanticizing my morning. I took a nice long shower this morning and I exfoliated, I shaved, I used this new African net I got. Oh my gosh, I love it. Shout out to my man for getting that for me because I love that. I felt like I just took my time to lather, and normally in the morning after the gym, it's a quick shower. Skincare routine is very basic. Serum, moisturizer, go. And I'm just rushing to get to my desk. I allowed myself the time to relax and enjoy my shower. Like, I think that that's very crucial. And just, yeah, taking my time, getting cute and romanticizing my morning has been really helpful to me so far. I'm hoping that the rest of my morning can cater to me bouncing back and can motivate you to bounce back if you've been feeling a little either under the weather or just not feeling like yourself. You don't have the motivation to wake up early. You're looking for some type of encouragement to develop consistency and to show up for yourself. Hopefully this video encourages you to do so. So let's get into the rest of my morning and start my workday. OMG, speaking of the robe I just spilled stuff on, this is another part of me romanticizing my morning. I normally wear this like when I'm getting ready to do my makeup and go out, either on a date or go outside. But I was like, you know what, why not? I normally either just sit here naked or I just put on my clothes and brush my hair and go to the desk. But like, why not? I don't need to be going anywhere. Even if I wasn't filming, I want to start showing up for myself just like this. Like, this could be part of my morning routine, putting on my little silk robe for the morning. Like, why not, you know? Okay, we're getting dressed. Back
up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Done dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me. Done fucking with you, don't know how to love me. Done dealing with you, so it seemed like I get so much, I don't get nothing back. I really thought it was love, but you're so fucking whack.
Another thing that I suggest, I've talked about this in a previous productivity video that I did, but I always recommend number one, making a to-do list before getting your workday started. Even if you're not like a work from home girly or corporate girly or anything of that nature, if you want to optimize your productivity, I highly suggest making a to-do list. And I think that it is especially crucial when attempting to bounce back. That way you can try to your best to manage your time. If you originally felt like you had nothing to give, making a list of small but obtainable excuse me, who y'all, that Alka-Seltzer. I'm trying to make sure that just because I feel a little bit better doesn't mean that I let up off of the medicating. So that's why I made sure that I took an Alka-Seltzer, and I'll be taking some medication later on when I make sure I eat, because medication without food, no bueno. When you originally felt like you had absolutely nothing to give, making a list of small but obtainable goals will help you to feel like not only do you actually have a little bit that you can give, but you could accomplish what you set out to do for the day. So I definitely recommend that. And then another way that I suggest to romanticize your morning in an attempt to help you bounce back is using lo-fi hip-hop beats. It could be hip-hop, it could be lo-fi Afro beats, it could be classical music, it could be like jazz, like whatever you want to listen to. But I just think having music on in the background really makes me feel a little bit, one, more productive, less likely to scroll because I hate having several sounds at one time. And I think that it just kind of creates an ambiance that makes me feel a little bit more productive. It always helps me, and I think that it's a good tip for trying to get back into the swing of things when your brain is idle, when you haven't been feeling up to it lately. Take your brain out of it by putting on some background music so that hopefully you could just get into a flow. Let me make a list. I have this background music on. I'm not using my brain so much. I'm just getting done the things that I need to get done. That's what's most important. We're not trying to go above and beyond today. We're trying to do what we can and make sure that we do what needs to be done. And then hopefully, you know, when you feel better and you're at your best, you can go above and beyond. But right now, let's get done what needs to be done. So I'm going to do that. Right.
Up in love, but I am done with that. I can't get caught up in love, so now I'm, flexing on my exes and my model legs. Pretty little, skinny, little bitty body model legs. Some of y'all ain't never had no real bitch and it shows. I keep it 100 from my head down to my toes.
So it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's not quite time for me to have my lunch yet, but I did make sure I make a protein shake, and I wanted to quickly tell you guys what I put in it before I tear this up because it's really, really good. So what is in my protein shake? I do a mixed blend of frozen fruits, typically from Aldi. It'll have like cherries, blackberries, blueberries. I'll put in some fresh fruit. I put in blackberries as well, strawberries in there as well, Greek yogurt, non-fat, vanilla, Greek yogurt, also from Aldi. And then I use a protein powder, vanilla flavored, also from Aldi. Aldi needs to sponsor this video. And then I throw in some kale and some organic cranberry juice along with some water, and here she is, and she's great. Yep, so now I'm gonna get back to work, and it's Friday, so hopefully I can wrap this up soon, but this is gonna get me through at least the next hour. So back to work we go. Happy bouncing back.
Back up on my bullshit, back up on the move. Push down in my hometown, got nothing to lose. I am on my own now, I am in control now. I need you to go now, I can fix my own crown. Back up on my bullshit, back up on the scene. Don't dealing with you, don't know how to deal with me.
And that concludes my work day. As predicted, it is 3 o'clock, and on a Friday at 3 o'clock, I'm very happy to have wrapped my work for the most part. I'm sure there'll be a few different things that I might have to do on my phone throughout the evening, but for the most part, I can close my laptop. I'm very proud of myself for not only being productive today, but doing so in a timely fashion. I normally don't get up from my desk until like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and given the last few days that I've had, I truly believe that making sure that I took my time this morning, that I romanticized it a bit, that I put a little bit of effort into my appearance. I challenged myself by going to the gym even though I didn't really feel all the way up to it, making sure I took some time to have my tea, to stretch, and I think all of those things genuinely helped me to have a better morning and a more productive work day. And yeah, hopefully you were able to take something away from this video. Thank you again for watching. If you guys were looking for any type of motivation or encouragement to optimize your time, better manage your time, be more productive, or become a morning person, I'm hoping that this video was able to do that for you. Thank you for watching to the end, and if you like videos like this, please do yourself a favor, like, comment, and subscribe. I definitely will be back with more like it. If you like it, I love it, so be sure to also hit the notification bell as well, because I'm gonna have a lot more coming your way very, very soon. Thank you again, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.